Hi there, it's Jennifer Vanderbeek, Imagine Artist in Residence, and in today's video I've got a set of 3 cards made from simple shapes. So we're going to start off with 3 colors of cardstock, and we're going to do some contrasting and tone-on-tone stamping with some embossing thrown in. So on this Burgundy cardstock, I've got the swirl stamp that I'm stamping in Delicata in white shimmer and pink shimmer, and then I'm going to emboss with clear embossing powder to help those patterns stand out. And then I've also got this half doily stamp that I am going to stamp in ruby red, so it's very tone-on-tone. On the green cardstock, I've got this all over kind of a vine pattern, and I am going to stamp it in Olympia Green VersaFine ink. So I kind of get, again, that tone on tone. We're just kind of dressing up the cardstock, kind of making our own pattern papers. And on the yellow cardstock, I have got a scattered star background stamp, and I'm going to stamp it in Versamark Dazzle with gold embossing powder. And I wasn't really worried about having the embossing powder be a consistent layer. I kind of liked the idea of it being only partially embossed. And then we're going to cut it out with a star punch. The green I'm going to cut into tall triangles, just using a ruler and scissors to cut them out. And then my red newly patterned paper, I'm going to die cut in circles and ovals. Now that we have our pieces, it's time to start arranging them on card backs. So the circles and ovals are going to be ornaments. And by using a dark green card base, I'm kind of hinting that they're hanging on a tree without having to do a lot of work on the backgrounds. And then for the star, we're going to give them a blue background for the sky. And then for the trees, they're going to go on an ivory card base, but we're going to end up putting some pattern paper behind them. Now, to dress up the background of the star card, I'm going to spread a layer of Shimmer Creative Medium over the back and let it dry, and then also spatter on some Wedding White irRESISTible to kind of make the hint of stars. And then I'm going to make a tail for my shooting star out of organza ribbon, metallic thread, and embroidery floss, and scoot it underneath the end of our star, emboss a greeting, and that card is done. I've used on-point glue to adhere the circles and ovals onto our card base, and then I'm going to use some all-purpose ink and a Fantastix to add small lines for the ornament strings. I'm going to outline the ornaments on one card to kind of get them a little pop, and then draw on a little ornament cap on top of each to kind of bring home that idea that they are ornaments. Add some dots in the background. They could be other ornaments or lights, and emboss a greeting. Now for the green paper, triangles are going to become trees, and I'm going to adhere them to a red dotted pattern paper in the background. Now for this one, I'm going to emboss my greeting first because of how I'm going to decorate the triangles. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss my Merry Christmas, and then I'm going to use that same all-purpose ink and Fantastix to add some gold garland and draw a little star at the top of each tree. And then I'm going to use my Stays On Studio Glaze to squeeze on some little red ornaments onto the tree and let those dry. And there you have it. 3 very quick cards. These are fabulous if you want to make some Christmas cards with kids. They show how you can use very simple shapes, stamps that, with the exception of the sentiments, they're not holiday specific stamps. So you can use any pattern stamps in your collection and use those to cut simple shapes out of them and use those simple shapes to build fun holiday cards. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And as always, for more tips and inspiration, please point your browsers to imaginecrafts.com.